Today's episode of the Read Pile is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
I'm Elle, and I really hate the new Black Canary. I know. I have a problem.
And I am the sus man, Rick Sussman, and while I didn't know you had so much problem with the new Black Canary, I can't help but agree. It's not that great. Mm. Oh, and you are watching the Read Pile.
It's the week of August 19th, and here's some comic book news you can use.
Ow! You gotta stop hitting me.
What? No, it wasn't a hit, it was a poke.
I am delicate.
It was a poke.
I am.
Stay right there.
No, stop
you
it.
Right in the squishy spot.
So from
right
the tip
below,
of the mohawk to the top of the feet.
Right below.
All right, enough.
The rib cages.
Enough.
So I have to make sure
I have incredible news.
Is it?
So
Brain hurt.
So what if I told you that the cast members of Suicide Squad are having a bonding exercise to really come together as a comic book movie?
Oh, I'm sorry. After you said the cast of Suicide Squad, my brain went.
I didn't mention anything about Jared Leto.
I'm sorry. It happens.
So apparently, there's photos, set photos of the team. The actors themselves tattooing each other, roughly right about here, with the word squad. Now, just to be special, it's not like squad S-Q-U-A-D, because that would be silly. It is S-K-W-A-D, the squad.
Squad!
They are like...
I'm sorry, but I instantly hear like some Pokemon yelling it out.
Squad, squad!
Squad! Oh god.
That's like a cross reference to Reasons on Broke podcast there.
I don't know what's going on.
Thoughts?
I think it's really stupid.
Instantaneous hate.
It's absolutely stupid. I'm sorry, but if you need to like have some kind of bonding experience,
well,
like,
hang on.
You guys should be like almost to the point of wrapping up, and you like now need to find something to bond yourselves together. Like, if things aren't going great right now, and you need to do, I mean, I get that. You know, that's just the way they're describing it.
Yeah.
Look, we're all friends here. Look at us.
These are real tattoos, though, and it's real tattoos, and actors are tattooing other, like, these are not tattoo artists. I'm sure, like, a tattoo artist is, like, laying the groundwork, like, okay, this is how you do it and all that. But, like, the photo is Margot Robbie, I think that's her name, whatever, it doesn't matter. Harley Quinn, the lady who's playing Harley Quinn. And in her full Harley Quinn getup, by the way.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the crazy parents to get a hold of this and be like, oh, you're telling our kids that they can just get tattoo guns and they can start tattooing their friends.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's an interesting take.
It's possible. The internet's crazy, man.
The internet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I want to see that happen. I'm sorry, but I'm always looking for...
The negative?
No, not that I'm looking for the negative. It's that I want to be prepared for when the crazy bursts out. So I always, once in a while, I like to think about it, and I'm like, how could the internet screw this up? Like, what could they take from this story? Where could it go? And I usually, I look to the parents of the crazies, and I say, what could you come up with? And I think that's what the story would be. They would say, you're corrupting my children. It's always about corrupting the children.
Will someone please think of the children?
Think of the children.
Well, I think it's time that we thought of the children and stop this segment and move on to reviewing comics.
Time for comic book reviews. Alright, starting up with Invader Zim. Alright, issue 2. It's not really issue 2. It's more of like continuation of the TV series from when I was a kid. It's still fun. It's still kooky. And the fact that Zim basically lives to mess with Deb, and it's just fun. It's just lighthearted fun. It's straight from the show that you remember as a kid, and it's just goofy fun. I love it. And of course, Dib's trying to prevent Zim from destroying the world once again, and It's funny. I will continue reading. Next up, Wonder Woman. Oh, Wonder Woman. This is a first. This issue was a little boring. Oh well, but you know what? I'm not gonna stop reading because sometimes you're gonna have those in-between issues where it's just not over the top. Oh, we have another huge thing to reveal, blah 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 blah. Well, we do learn some stuff. We got Donna Troy. We already know. No spoiler if you're not up to date. Sorry. She is broken out and she's trying to figure out more about herself, and just she is still feeling so guilty about what she did. But now she's starting to wonder, you know, is it revenge that she's feeling? Does she feel like she needs to find some way to make herself feel better, whatever way that is? I don't know. And then of course Wonder Woman still once again has somebody trying to kill her. She always does. Poor thing. Moving along. Harley Quinn, Power Girl. So, issue 3. And it did not feel like issue 3 because, like I said before, this is kind of a continuation of this little story they had within Harley Quinn, and they give you so much of a story in each of these issues that you feel like you're further along, which is a good thing because you know you're getting a lot of story into one issue. It's not being drawn out. It's fun read, and I guess you could say it's a trippy read. It's very funny, and I think that you kind of get into the mind of Harley in the storyline. Just the way it's crazy. And well, we get to finally meet Vartox, and that's fun. So we're gonna see what happens with that. But the pick of the week. So excited. Every time I see this on my pile, I giggle. Rat Queens! Yay! Issue 11. It feels like it's been forever.
It's been months.
I know. You know what was really funny? I was looking something up about the Rat Queens, and one of the websites, I cannot remember which one it was, it said on there monthly, and then they were a bunch of smartasses, and they put a comment and says something about sometimes there's delays. It's not as bad as some, so I don't understand. This one really wasn't that bad. I think they're just referring to like the recent stuff, but it's totally worth the wait, and it really wasn't that long of a wait. Okay, I wasn't marking the calendar at all. But, okay, so in this issue, we are pretty much going to Hannah's hometown, essentially. And we're trying to figure out what's going on with her dad. But, of course, because how Rat Queens is, this story actually has nothing to do with her. I'm not going to tell you who. But you kind of are like, really? And you just kind of put your bottom lip out. And you don't want her to be picked on. I'll just say that. And then I got a little defensive at the end when I saw it. I said, wait, no. How dare you? You can't do that. Don't touch her.
Do you care to comment on the new artist, Elle?
What? It's not really the new artist. We already had a book. And it was lovely. And I love the artwork. And I have already made this comment, Rick, because even I remember this. I made a comment that I didn't even realize that it was a new artist. And I don't know if you want to take that as a good or a bad thing. Maybe just because the story is so good and they just kind of kept with the story and did the same type of artwork, whatever it may be, it just blended together and I just instantly dove right back into the story, but no problem. So I I would take that as a compliment, I would think, right? No? I don't know. Either way, that's the best you're gonna get from me. And we'll see what Rick has to say.
Alright, Elle, thank you for those, slightly less than 10 reviews this week. That's pretty cool. Check this out, guys. This isn't a review, this is just awesome. This week's Comic Shop News number 1470, features a giant story on the upcoming Grumpy Cat comic. Yes, as you may or may not believe, well, you probably do believe it, I am already down for it. It's already on my sub. My friends at my local comic book shop immediately added it to my sub. Look at this! Look, there's a whole big inside page where you can see the queen of the internet herself, Miss Grumpiness. I'm very excited about that. I hope Ben McCool doesn't fail me. I'm sure he won't. I am very excited about the Grumpy Cat comic. And you should check out Comic Shop News. It's usually free, or it should be free at your local comic shop. Let's get to reviews. First things first, we are going to talk about Secret 6, number 5. Why are we talking about it first? It's usually much higher up on my read pile. This was not a bad issue. In fact, this was a glorious issue. But I wanted to get it out of the way, and I wanted to make sure I spent a lot of time on it, because every now and then a comic will actually give you a lot of answers to questions that you're wondering. You know, there's always that mystery box about a comic book. There's always like, well, what's going on here? What's going on there? Some books take forever to get there, and trust me, we're going to talk about that in a second. Others, maybe because the storyline requires it, maybe because the writer, creator wants you to know the answers very quickly, gets to the meat and potatoes of things very fast, and they give you answers. Who is Big Shot? Who are all these characters? Why are they all interconnected? Why did all of this happen? Why is the Secret Six reformed? Well, for the most of it, we find out in this issue, and I love that we're getting to that in issue 5, because now we don't have to worry about like this forever long storyline about why these characters come together. Oh, don't worry about it, they're just together. No. We know why they've been brought together. We're pretty sure, at least, we know most of the reasons, and we know who Big Shot really is, and that revelation was pretty amazing. Especially because I know the backstory of those characters, and the fact that they're being incorporated now in the post-New 52 era, whatever, awesome. Just a great book. More people should be reading Secret 6. If you aren't, do check it out. Next up on the agenda, though, is Warren Ellis and Jason Howard's Trees, issue 12. So, remember a couple of minutes ago when I was mentioning how some books are not a mystery box, they get right to it and they explain to you what things are, and other books don't explain anything? So, this is the latter. Look, I love Warren Ellis, and I like Jason Howard's art a whole lot. I'm actually now reading this book more for Jason Howard's art than I am for Warren Ellis's writing. As I rub my eye for effect, how do I even explain? It's like, okay, Trees is like Special Victims Unit, or maybe Chopped, or whatever television show it is that you have in the background while you're updating your Facebook or playing Hearthstone or checking your Pinterest. You're happy that it's on, but you're only sort of half paying attention. Like, I don't know what's going on in Trees anymore. I couldn't begin to tell you. Although, I can tell you one thing, it is keeping me interested. I just don't know how. I mean, like I said, the art's really good, but the story is sort of completely stalled. Like, okay, not completely stalled, because we wouldn't be getting any forward momentum whatsoever, but the forward momentum that we're getting in the story is just sort of, like, happenstantial. Ugh, enough. Moving on. Justice League Gods and Monsters, number 2 of 3. The weekly mini is continuing. For $3.99 a comic, you get a lot of pages and a lot of story. And I love Elseworld stories, I've mentioned this. The amount of interesting, like, alternate characters that we see in this issue does not disappoint. This has been a really fun, exciting, heavy book that takes place in an alternate reality that I kind of want to see more of. And I've been able to notice that it's only, I think, either a weekly or maybe every 2 weeks. But either way, when this story is over, I'm going to be sad because I want more of Hernan sort of the jerk Superman, and Kirk Langston, the Man-Bat, who is now Batman, and our Wonder Woman. All of these characters are so exciting and different, and it's because they're so different, I love them. Not my pick of the week, though. So, it is pick of the week time. Let's get the graphic to spin up. Thank you, graphic. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Oh, it's a transitional joke. I do believe this is 2 for 2 for Wolf, and if it's not, it was really close the first time. Wolf is like... Okay, to paraphrase the Dark Knight Returns here, Wolf is the Constantine that you deserve, but not the Constantine that you get, however that line goes. This is awesome. It's all about crazy magic happening in LA and in California and all this crazy backwoods style stuff, or backlit style stuff that I just can't get enough of. Alex Cott's, I think his name is Adrian Wolf. His Wolf, he's a detective. But actually here, Antoine Wolf. Why don't you just look at the back? A hard-boiled paranormal detective. Okay, that's Constantine. He uses magic to solve, like, paranormal problems. It's Constantine, but it's Image Constantine. And because it's Image, you can get away with a lot more. And the book actually has teeth again. It has oomph. It has gravitas. It has all those nice 50-cent chewy words that I love. And I cannot get enough of this book. I love Antoine. I love all of the different storylines all going at the same time. And I really want to know if the chick that he's harboring right now is in fact the Antichrist. That's kind of an interesting hook. Oh, and this person who I'm supposed to be helping may in fact bring about the end of the world. Okay, you have my attention, and you definitely have my pick of the week. For you, our loyal followers of The Read Pile, we have an awesome offer from Audible.com. Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their awesome service. You can download some really great books like The Hobbit, the unabridged version from Tolkien. You can download Divergent, Lean In, lots of great stuff to check out. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Again, that's audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia for your free audiobook.
That's this week for The Read Pile. Rick. Rick.
What?
I'm going to break your iPhone.
Just because I'm listening to Infinite Power too much? You know what? The Fat Rat, they're a band. I believe they're out of Germany. Country. Not American. But that song is awesome!
I actually have not heard it once.
That's not true. That's not true.
I didn't listen to the video. I knew better.
No,
I didn't actually turn the volume on.
It was playing in front of you.
I don't remember what it says.
Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, yeesh. We can be just slightly serious for a moment. So, apologies to those last week. We do have a small but very concerned and very earnest fan base. Our last week's episode came out a couple of days late, including today. I had the honor of finding out that the Facebook update only launched about an hour before the filming of this episode. So, I blame the tech guy, who is currently me.
Well, I was going to say Buster, but sure, if you want to take it.
Yeah, he doesn't have thumbs, so as much
well,
as
that's the problem.
Our tech guy doesn't have thumbs. Why would we make him the tech guy? He doesn't. Alright.
I'm just saying, I mean...
With any amount of luck, this video should upload to YouTube at its normal time. Should be roughly Thursday at some point, as opposed to Saturday.
Yeah, next Thursday.
There you go.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go.
So this is a bonding exercise that we're doing here. We don't really have the technology to like get real tattoos, but we're gonna write in permanent marker on each other pile, because we are Team Read Pile. So here, I guess I need that.
Nah.
What do you mean? No, you wrote it on me.